Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome. I'm here with a good buddy, new friend, Lewis Howes. He invited me to his studio here in West Beverly Hills. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming, man.
I wanted to come here and talk to him about a couple different things. It's a topic that runs across my desk all the time. But let's start off with how we met, and tell people a little bit about yourself. So I met you about 5.5 months ago. At a fitness conference you were actually talking at, and I remember going up to the mic and asking questions, and actually started doing a testimonial, and you on the stage, you actually started videoing me while I was at the mic doing a Q&A at the very end of it. But afterwards, I stayed in contact with you, and over the years I've been watching you, all your stuff, and it's been inspirational for me, and that's a whole other story. But tell our viewers a little bit about yourself. Family, girlfriend. A little bit about where you come from, your little background.
Sure. I mean, I'm from a small town called Delaware, Ohio, and grew up playing sports my whole life. Played collegiate football and decathlon and basketball, and then I went on to play arena football afterwards. Okay. And then I got injured, and went on this journey for the last 8 years of trying to figure out what I was going to do next with my life after my dream was over. Was sleeping on my sister's couch for a couple of years trying to figure it out when I didn't have any money. Started to make a little bit, and kind of built my businesses from there. A lot of online marketing products and programs in my business, and then now the School of Greatness.
So you have your own family, kids, anything like that?
No kids, got a girlfriend, but no kids.
Okay. All right. So we definitely can't use that for an excuse to not stay on track with your fitness and health, right?
Yes, exactly.
But you are a busy person.
Very, yeah.
So that's the main topic that runs across my table, and the people that ask me, it's like, I'm so busy.
I can't work out.
I can't work out, or I can't eat healthy. And it's just nonsense. Like I left this morning at 4 a.m. this morning. My backpack has my meals in it. I ate, and at the airport, went to Las Vegas. I was sitting at a slot machine eating my food. But yeah, so we'll go right into the first question. Since today we're talking about, you help a lot of people, including myself. So I thank you for that. So what would you say your ideal reader is, and, anyone specific?
I mean, for me, with my podcast specifically, we get so many people that listen from a wide range of men and women, young to old, but people looking to improve their life, people looking to grow, to learn, to develop new tools to help them get to a next level in their life. Something that's health related, business related.
So there's no one really specific.
It's not like a one avatar for the podcast, or people looking to grow. That's
okay. So how did you find your niche? You could have focused on business people, or just athletes, or fitness only.
Yeah, I think early on when I was starting my business, I was doing a course on LinkedIn, teaching people LinkedIn, and that was mostly more specific. It was finding small business owners, entrepreneurs, to help them grow their business using LinkedIn. And then as I grew and evolved, I started doing other social media courses, teaching people how to grow their business online, generate more leads, traffic, and sales. And it became a pretty specific niche of customer that we'd find come through there. And I realized that wasn't what I wanted to do with this new vision with the School of Greatness, which was I wanted to make it broader. I wanted to help more people than just a specific audience. It was more of a mindset, helping people grow from a struggling situation or a situation that's good, but they really weren't feeling like they're getting the best of what they could get. And so how can you go from pretty good, or maybe not good, to the best of what you could potentially have in your life? And so that's kind of my niche right now.
Yeah, so that's exactly why I wanted to, I worked hard into coming here to meet you and talk to you for our viewers, is that, this book, The School of Greatness, if you don't have a copy, get it. It's amazing. It's based on taking yourself from your A person to B person, and being great, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It could be in business, it could be in personal health, it could be, you could relate it to whatever you'd like.
Yeah.
So that was one big reason why I wanted to talk to you about that. So you've been an inspiration watching you over the years, as well as some other people. But what could you say? I don't know if you know anything about Cavender coaching at all. I've sent you a couple of things. I started with nothing, and I don't know. Have you had a chance to look at Cavender coaching or see anything about it?
No.
So I basically was trying to see, from a person like myself, trying to inspire people worldwide by just trying to start their fitness journey. So there's tons of people online that will, have a nutrition plan and a fitness plan. But the most important thing is motivation. To start the journey for those two components.
And stay motivated.
And stay on it, because there's lots of people that get started and then they fall off, maybe 2 days, a week, a month. So with the School of Greatness read and watching you over the years and and all the people that you interview and stuff has been an inspiration to myself and as other people that I know. So I'm a fitness guy just like you. Okay, so my question is to you is that you're so busy. Okay, we're gonna translate right into why people say they're busy, and there can't be an excuse for it. How do you stay as busy as traveling?
Yeah,
I know you were just where were you? You were
Argentina.
Argentina.
Yeah.
I know that was all athletics related, but you do a lot of business travel. So how do you stay on track? Like, do you make it a priority?
Sure,
obviously,
absolutely. And listen, I'm not perfect, and there are weeks and months where I go through phases where
we're
I'm
all
not.
guilty of it.
Yeah,
I mean, I am too.
Yeah. I think first you got to have a reason why you want to stay fit and healthy. You want to have like a vision for your health, and you want to have a foundation of why it's important to stay healthy for you. Otherwise, you'll do whatever you want, you'll eat whatever you want, you won't have a plan to work out or stay motivated. So you have to have a bigger reason why. And for me, I want to have the energy to live my vision, my dreams. I want to have the energy, and I want to be inspiring to the people around me, my family, my friends, the people that work with me, that, hey, health is important because it's going to allow us to have more focus, more energy. We're not going to be as irritated when things come up. We're going to be able to be more calm because we got through the aggression or anything we needed to during our workout for the day. We've moved our body, so we're able to take on more as opposed to quick to react, quick to judge. We're going to be kinder to others and ourselves when we take care of our bodies and our health. There's so many benefits to working out and health and taking care of yourself. What you put into your body is how, whatever that is, that's the energy you're going to have for the rest of the day.
If you put crap in your body, you're going to feel crappy.
That's it. And listen, I love crap as much as the rest of people. I love sugar and sweets, and we got cupcakes out there right now from 4th of July, so I enjoy those things as well. But I think we got to have a bigger reason why it's important to be healthy and to take care of ourselves. And so, I've got a lot going on, but so does a lot of people.
So that's your why. So what is the best? What is your type of fitness you do when you're on the road? So you're going, you're in hotels, you're flying.
It depends.
You probably have a small amount of time.
Yeah, it depends. I try to do HIIT workouts whenever I can, or I'll do at least an elliptical or run for.
So HIIT is high intensity interval training.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like I can do 15 to 20 minute HIIT training and be so sweaty and get my body going, a total body workout, and at least I know I did something for 15 to 20 minutes.
And you could probably just do that with no equipment most of the
I do
time.
it in my hotel room if I need to. I can just do some dips on the bed, I can do some jump ups, I can do some push ups, I can do some core stuff, some planking, whatever it may be, and just do 4 or 5 rounds of that and just keep going, and I'm exhausted, so.
That's only 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah, and that's something. It may not be the optimal thing of what I want to do, or including stretching and warming up and everything else, but it's something, and I feel like.
Well, backed by science, it's actually one of the best ways to stay in shape.
There you go, HIIT training.
HIIT training, high intensity interval training.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the things that I specialize in.
There you go.
I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah, but I mean, it may not.
There you go.
It may not be optimal in terms of like giving myself a full hour to warm up and stretch properly or whatever, but at least I'm doing something, and I feel like. You just want to set yourself up to win. Yeah, and I feel different throughout the day. So when I work out, I feel more confident. I feel clearer. I feel like I accomplished something as well. A lot of people who are busy never actually produce anything. They're just busy. But when you work out, you feel like you've accomplished something major that day.
Yeah, you feel more productive because you knock that off your list.
Exactly. So
maybe you've not even been there, but you feel better about it.
Exactly. Yeah. So for me, I just make it a commitment that every day, I don't miss 2 days in a row. Like the other night, it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I didn't get a workout the day before because I was traveling around, it was a holiday weekend. And then something happened when I was supposed to work out that I was like, oh, I've only got 10 minutes now, so I'll do it later. And later was 11 o'clock, and all I wanted to do was sit there and watch a movie on my couch. But I was like, you know what? I have committed to not missing 2 days in a row. I'm just going to go up and start in the elliptical. I'm not going to do a crazy workout because I want to be able to go to bed.
Get something done.
But I did 25 minutes elliptical, and I was sweaty. I was like, all right, I feel good, you know. I did what I said I was going to do.
Yeah. So tonight I'm flying back as soon as I walk out of the door here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get home. I will not make it to Dallas till at least 11 p.m. and I'm going straight to the gym.
There you go.
And the reason
Do it
being
up there.
because the gym wasn't open when I got up to
All
come
right.
here. So
You can go do it at the airport.
yeah, exactly. I could
Do
do
air
it there.
squats.
I'm totally gonna video
You can
it.
do air squats.
I'm
and
gonna tag you
push-ups.
on it.
All right.
I'm totally gonna do it. So yeah, it's a great thing. You know, always just making it a priority.
Yeah.
And getting it done, and you feel better about yourself mentally is one of the most big whys. Is staying mentally healthy.
And here's something I learned also. Someone said this on one of my podcasts, that is like, if you're too busy that you don't have an hour to 2 hours to give to yourself every day, then you don't have a life. If you're too busy for everything else but yourself, then what is your life?
Quality of life is not there.
Yeah, so I think it's block out an hour or 2 hours of time.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah. If you're so busy you can't take care of yourself, then you don't have a life.
Yeah, that's so true. So here's another question. I'm gonna fire them at you.
Yeah.
So being on the road, finding yourself, what was been like? So, you know, you kind of just said you got home late. You know, what has been the biggest struggle that you find on trying to stay on top? Has there been like, you know, with the travels and stuff? Is it the food? Is it the hard to find healthy?
I think for me
Things.
it's the food. I think my vice, you know, I don't drink or smoke, but I love sweets.
Sweets. I've heard you say
I
that
love
before.
sweets, man. So when you're traveling, especially, you know, at the airport, you want to have a snack from the air, you know, on the flight. And when you
It's
get
so
off,
convenient.
so convenient, but it just looks amazing, you know, and it tastes good. And you know, whenever I travel, I like the sweets of the city. You know, it's like I like to have that chocolate that I like, or that
We're
dessert.
gonna
that
try
I
this
like.
place out. Well, someone told me about that place.
Exactly, and so I want to experience that part of life. And
What have you done to try to? When you have been more conscious about it. So, I mean,
I'm-
sometimes you're gonna have a
I'm
life.
conscious about it even when I'm doing it, you know. But I think the key is to say, listen, I'm not going to have 5% body fat right now in my life. I'm going to enjoy these parts of life, but I go through phases. Okay, maybe I'm going to indulge for a little bit, but then I'm going to go for 2 weeks with no sugar. And just be consistent, because I know a trip is coming up where I'm going to have gelato and sweets, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to hold back there. So I think I allow myself some breathing room, and if I feel like my body is gaining weight or I feel lethargic, then I know it's time to cut those things out for a while and to really manage it.
You feel like when you cut those things out and you're active with your health and wellness, do you feel like you're more productive with your own personal life and business?
I feel unstoppable emotionally and mentally. I feel like any challenge that comes to me, whether it be in a personal relationship, family, friends, business, I feel so clear that I've done the work, and I'm just able to handle emotions and energy differently when I'm working out consistently, eating clean consistently, and following really my rituals and routines. When I meditate, when I stretch, when I really think in the morning, like, okay, things are to come up today, how am I going to respond? As opposed to just waking up and be like, okay, I got to go. Then when things happen, I respond and react differently sometimes. I think it's just being intentional about, okay, the day is going to bring what it unfolds. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. So if I'm aware of that, we have a choice in every moment of how we react to any situation. Every event is neutral, and we make it a negative or a positive experience based on our reactions. And we get to choose how we show up. And when our energy is off, or when our food or diet is off, and when our emotions are off, then sometimes we choose a negative experience.
Stress is a reaction to the situation. I learned that from a psychologist. And you're like defining it perfectly right now.
Yeah.
That's like spot on, man. So, I mean, that's great that you feel that way, because, you know, the third party credibility that, you know, fitness and what you eat is what you are. And, you know, eating and exercising regularly can affect every aspect in your life.
Absolutely.
Whether it's just, you know, it's your girlfriend or your wife or your kids, your mother, you know, anybody. The way you interact
That's it.
is a big impact. So the last question I always like to ask people. So I grew up and Southern. I live in Texas, and my grandmother, my mom used to always tell me Jamodi, and it stands for just a matter of doing it. I have it tattooed on my arm.
Wow.
I have it in my gym in Dallas. So I say that a lot. I live my life by it completely to get to where I am today. And so my question for you is, how could you take that quote and apply it to something in your life?
Just a matter of doing it.
Just a matter of doing it. Jamodi.
Yeah, I think a lot of people live in this prison of analyzing constantly of what they want to do. I want to be healthy. I want to build a business. I want to do something. But they analyze the fears or the potential downfalls of going after what they want. They analyze too much. And I think your quote, just a matter of doing it, it's just a matter of doing it on a consistent basis. If you really want to achieve something, there's going to be challenges. You're going to make mistakes. People are going to laugh at you. Whatever may happen, whatever your fear is, those things are going to happen. But it's just a matter of being consistently doing it. That's going to get you the result. It's not about being sexy or knowing something that other people don't know. All success and results come from consistently showing up every single day and doing those same things over and over to get the result.
That was awesome. Thank you so much. That was great.
I appreciate it.
Guys, so I also want to remind you to get his book, School of Greatness. It's a great read. Been a great interview, and I really appreciate you having me come here and meeting you. So guys, as I always say, Jamodi, it's just a matter of doing it. Take care.